How do we convince the general public to vote third party in such a contentious election? I personally believe that the, let's call it dystopian conditions that we're in right now, that's how it's been described to me by a few people, that have been entirely imposed upon us by Democrats and Republicans, is a perfect example. It's a perfect opportunity for us to be able to say, see all this stuff happening right now? They did that. It wasn't just the Republicans. It wasn't just the Democrats. The Republicans have been exclusively in control at the federal level and the state level, and for the most part at the local level, for the better part of 160 years, actually a little bit longer than 160 years. And look at everything that's happened during the time that they've been in charge. Look at what the terrible things that they have imposed upon us because of their terrible, arbitrary, centrally planned, top-down solutions that just so happen to harm all of us and also just so happen to benefit them and their well-heeled cronies and friends who put them in office. I think that these conditions, where we are dealing with a pandemic that happened because the federal government got in the way of healthcare workers when they tried to contain this when it first got here, and the lockdowns that happen as a result of that have entirely suppressed the economy, told people that small business owners and workers that they're not essential, that they have to stay home, and that they have to live off of $1,200 for who knows how long while they print out endless trillions of dollars to hand off to, mega companies and airlines and Wall Street and everything else for their universal basic income for billionaires programs that they have been keeping, from the beginning. All of those conditions, and then the police brutality that has been building up over time, that both the Democrats and Republicans, Donald Trump has been one of the greatest cheerleaders for police brutality over the last couple decades. Joe Biden has either voted for or co-written almost every single bad law that has led to the police state we have today. All of that has been imposed on them, on the people, by the Republicans and the Democrats holding hands and working in lockstep for almost 2 centuries. So I think that, all of a third party is a wasted vote. I would argue that at this point, continuing to vote for the people who have been imposing this on us and watching it get worse and worse and worse and continuing to give your vote to them, I call that the wasted vote.